Hello, 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 and welcome to Motivation Monday. For those of you who want to ask a question or who want to make a comment, hopefully you've allowed StreamYard to see your name. Otherwise, I won't be able to see your name, but I can definitely see your comment. So go ahead and come on in and let me know who you are and where you're coming in from. And if you aren't able to see the live stream and you watch the replay, do hashtag replay so I can know that you watched the replay. So this is Motivation Monday, and my name is Lois Godot, and I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. I'm also the founder of the Facebook group Mosaic Families Connecting, and also the coaching program Mosaic Transformation Academy. Within the academy, I help step parents have a voice and to be respected so that they can work together in building a strong, solid foundation for the blended family. Because after all, you're creating this beautiful mosaic art piece. And so today I titled this one, Steps to Being a Good Step Parent. And I want you to go back with me and just think for a minute. Remember when you started that exciting job that you couldn't wait to get? And you were so excited about that job. And when you got on the job, you asked somebody to give me some tips. Give me some tips so that I can make a good impression, or so that the supervisor or my boss would know that I'm willing to be flexible so that they can see my expertise, whatever the reason. But you wanted some tips. And you knew these tips was not everything that you needed to do for the job, but it was just some things just to kind of get you started and in the right direction. So that's what this is today. Steps to being a good step parent. It's just some tips to get you started. This is not the end all and be all that you can do to be this wonderful step parent, but it's just some things to get you started. And so the first thing I wanted to say is for step number one or tip number one is take it slow. Take it slow because this is going to take a while before this process really is, before you even blend it in this family. And think about the job again. One of the things I know that I was told was, Lois, take your time. Don't feel rushed because this is new to you. You don't know it. Take your time. And so I'm saying to you to take your time in this blended family. Don't start in right away thinking, everything's going to work and everything's going to be perfect, because that's what I did when I started my blended family. And boy, when I did that, it just set me down this rabbit hole of being disappointed. So the first thing I want to tell you to do is to take it slow. Don't rush in and let things develop naturally, or like I call organically. Hi, Russ. Yes, Russ says take it real slow. Yes, and let things happen naturally or organically. Because number one, which is start slow, it kind of goes with number two, which is put the kids first. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean. Because there are some things that are going to affect the relationship. Remember, the reason you're in the blended family is not because of the two adults, but it's because you're bringing kids into the relationship. That's what makes it a blended family. So if the children have experienced a loss, let's say their parent is deceased, or even if they divorced, it takes time for them to heal. And so this is what I mean to put the kids first, put their feelings first. What are they going through? If they've lost a child, that's absolutely a traumatic experience for a child. And here you come into the relationship and you're just ready to go. But you have to take it slow and let it develop organically. How do the kids see you? Let them have time to decide what they want to call you and what place they want to put you in their life, because they've just lost a big piece of their life, a big chunk out of their life. And even if the parents are not deceased, but they're still alive, if they're separated, because the kids, they're going to look at that as a loss, because now I've lost what was normal for me. And so to understand that it's going to take time because they've lost that. And let me just give you this tip. Even if it's been 2 to 3 years that you've separated, the kids still want their parents together, because they don't see their parent like you see your ex-partner. They don't see them as someone that you can't get along with. They don't see them as someone that just won't listen. They don't see all of those negative things that you say their parent is. All they see is their loving parent, if they were a part of their life. And so they want them to be together. And so when a remarriage happens, they look at that as another loss because now the hope of them reuniting is gone because you're in the picture. So the first two, they kind of go together. Take it slow and put the kids first, meaning put their emotions, put how they're feeling. Look at that and understand and realize that they're going through something and they're kids. They don't know how to handle their emotions. You're the adult. And so take it slow and put the kids first. The third thing is a tip for you is to allow the bio parent, the biological parent, to take the lead in discipline. This will save you a lot of headaches if you allow them to take the lead. Yes, you and your partner are going to discuss what's going on and how you think things should be, but let them address it with the kids. Because after all, you don't have the bond with the kids. Again, you're just coming into the situation. They're trying to figure out where you fit, even if you are an authority figure, where do you fit? And so they're not ready to listen to you yet. So take a step back and allow the parent, the bio parent, to do that. And then once you get that bond, then slowly you'll see that you'll be able to make deposits in their life and have decisions when it comes to them. Number 4, which is another biggie, which is respect all of the parents, whether it's the biological parent, whether it's the ex-partners, your ex-partner, his ex-partner, you have to respect them. Again, the kids don't see them the way you see them. And so never, ever speak badly of their parent in front of them. Try, and I know sometimes it may be hard because you may have an absentee parent and all the work is on you. You may have a high conflict parent. And again, a lot of the work is on you, but you have to resist that urge because that child won't see them as you see them. As a matter of fact, they're going to get angry with you for making statements about their parent. And again, you're trying to create a bond with them, and that's not going to help with you making negative comments in front of them. And then they're going to look at you and be upset with you for making that comment. And then the fifth thing, which is very important, which is communication. You have to communicate with your partner. And I know in my husband and I relationship, sometimes we failed in that, letting the other person know how we felt. And so we would hold it in. And then when we got to where we couldn't hold it anymore, there would be an argument. And then we'd bring up something that happened months ago that we never addressed, but we brought it in to the argument at that time. And so you need to address how you feel, address what's going on. Even if you don't like certain things, address it with your partner and let them be the one to deal with the ex or the children. But absolutely, both of you have to be on the same page to communicate how you feel. And so those are 5 tips that I think that will help you starting off being a good step parent. Now let's go back to the example I gave about the job. Remember, on the job, there are people that won't ask people what they need to do. They just go right in and they've never done this job, but, oh, I know what I'm doing. And you sit back and you watch them make a mess out of it because they don't ask anybody. They just automatically assume, I know what I'm doing. And so you kind of have those people on the job. And unfortunately, sometimes there's some people like that in the blended family. Instead of reaching out and asking someone and say, hey, this is all new to me. I need some direction. I need some guidance. Because remember, on the job, you asked someone that was experienced. You didn't ask somebody that just started right with you or someone that just been 2 years in the process. You asked somebody that had more experience because they knew what was going on. And so I'm a coach, a transformation coach for blended family. I've been in my blended family for 26, going on 27 years. And so I have the experience. I'm bringing in the piece from the educational piece of working with children and understanding how they feel in the blended family. I'm also a counselor. So I'm bringing in that piece of I've worked with parents that are just starting this process, and I understand what's needed in order for this foundation. So in the Facebook group, I have an invitation for a Jumpstart 6-week coaching program. So go ahead and look at that and look at what I'm saying that is needed for the foundation. And after you look at that, then send me a DM so that we can have a chat about what I can do to help you in your blended family. So for Motivation Monday, go ahead and think about the steps those steps that we just talked about, the steps to being a good step parent. Okay, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.